Hey, it's Ken Crafton with the Zac Team here. I hope you're having a great day. I'm standing here with Christopher Norman, one of our recent sellers. We just closed on his condo in the Old Fourth Ward. Chris, I want to say congratulations and thank you very much. We appreciate your business.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure working with you. The communication was great from the start, and we're very happy for you.
Thank you.
So I wanted to ask you, you had been on the market with another agent before you called the Zac Team.
That's right.
And hired us. And I wanted to ask, what was your experience with that interview process? Why did you decide to, hire myself and the Zac Team?
Well, so unfortunately, we had a failed listing, which does occur. When it came to the expiration, we determined it was time to do some interviewing of some new agents.
Yeah.
And so I was familiar with the Zac Team via some postcard pieces that had been shown over the years, and it kind of rang a bell. And then so I started doing, identifying a few agents that we wanted to interview to pick up a listing. And so we saw the Zac Team and went on your website, and kind of everything just resonated that this is the group that we want to go forward with. And then we ended up having that conversation about our experience and what we would like to have happen, and then also your thoughts on what you could provide for us. So that was kind of the initial foray into how we connected with you. But the things that were important to us were process, were communication, were a priority for your team, and that we didn't want to have another prolonged listing period like we had before. All those things came into, and then all the great testimonials and all the great success stories that we found about the Zac Team just kind of said, hey, this is it. And then talking to you, the personal connection, I think, you came through, and that we felt that we were going to be definitely in good hands. And we signed up with Ken, and then the fact that you had Zac, that Zac actually joined the phone call and was on the recruiting pitch. It was just a whole over the top. Okay, well, this is one of the gurus of real estate in Atlanta. So that's kind of had all our thought process as it all came to fruition.
That sounds good. Yeah, I think what I picked up from that was really the process. We had a real specific process, communication. You didn't want to go through having the home being on the market again for a long period of time and it not selling.
I want to add one more thing.
Okay.
Is just the honesty. So I asked you to be honest, and we had to do some repricing and some repositioning of the property. And so I said, just tell us the truth. What is it going to take? You came back, you did your CMA analysis, and you said, look, you can dream about this, but this is what I'm going to tell you the market will actually give you. And when we repriced and did it, 20 people in 15 days. So that helped tremendously, just having that honest, business-minded approach to getting it done. So
excellent. I also wanted to talk for the viewers about the inspection process that we went through, because your property there was kind of unique in that the building contains polybutylene plumbing, and most of it is okay. It was installed correctly, but everyone knows there were some lawsuits involving polybutylene, and it's got a negative connotation out there. And so when we went through the inspection, the buyer requested that you re-pipe the entire condo, which would have made it look like Swiss cheese.
Right.
And so I wanted to see what your experience was like with that. I know you and I worked together to come up with some strategies to share with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think it was the first blush was, wow, okay, that's quite the request, but understandable given the storage behind the polybutylene. So we actually did a few things from both sides. So we went and we kind of talked to other residents. We talked to the former board members, reached out to folks just kind of anecdotally get a sense of what was happening in the property. I know that I'd never replaced it, and as we talked to our neighbors, we figured out that actually only about 10% of the entire community is actually affirmative. They just replaced it. And we don't have, I've been there for 20 years and never had a major failure. And so we started understanding that even though it had this storied history, there was some, I think we were lucky that we actually had ours properly installed, because otherwise we would have had cataclysmic floods throughout the property.
Yeah.
And there were over 140 units. And so we had that information on our side. And I think on your side, you guys went and actually did some research about that. We also went and got estimates from other specialists that specialize in replacing that. Mm-hmm. So that gave us a data point in the instance that they needed to be replaced. So it kind of gave us a point. And then on your side, you actually found additional information. And I think it really just boiled down to data. that basically got beyond feelings. That helps.
Yeah, we did talk to a couple other agents that had sold in there, got some information from them, and we sort of compiled your information, my information, and sent it to the buyer's agent and said, here's the story. Like, it's not as big of a concern as you think it is. In lieu of the seller doing all this, would you accept a dollar amount? And fortunately, they agreed, and we made it through that process.
Right.
And here we are at the closing.
Here we are.
So,
yes.
all right. Well, congratulations again. I really appreciate your business. It was a pleasure working with you. Yeah.
The pleasure is ours as well. We love the Zac Team. We love Ken.
Thank you.
We're going to adopt him into the family. But we had a great experience. Everything was on time. Everything was timely, well communicated to. And throughout the whole time, we felt that we were actually an appreciated customer. And I think that is in any business, that is something that's customer service is important. Relationships are important, and actually feeling that regardless of the size of the deal, if it's a $5 million deal to a $5,000, people just want to be treated well, and I think you guys treated us very well. So we're very happy. Anybody who wants a good team, go to the Zac Team. As for Ken.
Thank you.